This is in the mild May area. So this is our first tornado of the season confirmed in the province of Ontario. It was a stormy day yesterday. We also saw our first tornado warning last night in the province. So definitely the season has begun. As we take a look at today's risk, we have seen around the Fort Erie region, the Niagara region too, the risk for severe thunderstorms, but also heavy downpours, which we've already seen passing through this evening. Still the Niagara area seeing some showers through the evening. And for the Greater Toronto region, we've seen the wet weather. Maybe you're getting a break right now, but not out of the question to see nocturnal thunderstorms. So it could be another wet night. But our bigger story comes tomorrow afternoon, just in time for that commute home. Well, a lot of people I know might be getting a head start on that long weekend. We're going to see heavy amounts of rain, could be 25 millimeters in the Greater Toronto region through the day on your Thursday, but some areas possibly getting up to 50. Now, the severe weather risk really shifts to eastern Ontario for Thursday. Coming up, we're going to count down the time through tonight into tomorrow. Now, the rain we're seeing overnight tonight isn't going to be as heavy as what comes tomorrow afternoon, so get ready for it. I mean, there could potentially be some flooding rains through some parts of southern Ontario. Also, some regions this week have already seen quite a bit of rain because of thunderstorms. So we could be looking at not just 50 millimeters of rain, but through this week, some areas totaling about 100 millimeters of rain. So anywhere in dark green seeing the most. Likely the Greater Toronto region will pick up about 25 to 30 millimeters of rain, but with thunderstorms, we could locally see higher amounts. So it's just been one of those unsettled patterns this week. We're tapping into some really moist Gulf moisture, and that's what's helping to feed the system. We have some easterly winds on tap for tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be pretty gusty with gusts along the shoreline reaching over 60 kilometers an hour. Through most of southern Ontario, though, gusts between 40 to 50 kilometers an hour. It's going to come right smack in time during that afternoon commute, so give yourself extra time. Coming up, Kim McDonald will take us around the world in 80 seconds for the long weekend for your boating. I'm sure a lot of people are getting excited about it. It's just around the corner. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Karkic. Temperature-wise, Toronto, you reached a high of 19 degrees today. As we look to the overnight, we're going to see some easterly winds developing. And because of a front pushing through, we are going to get more rain. And temperature-wise, it's going to be cooler tomorrow compared to today. And as that front shifts east, it's going to bring some stormy weather, particularly tomorrow into eastern Ontario. Now, Thursday morning, Toronto, 17 degrees, winds sustained at 15 kilometers an hour. That's the morning, but by the afternoon, wind gusts likely reaching 40 to 60 kilometers an hour across southern Ontario. Plus, we're seeing that heavy amount of rain right during the afternoon commute, so not the best timing. Thursday, the risk of thunderstorms is right there. Anywhere marked in red has the risk of seeing severe thunderstorms, so Ottawa's included in that. If you're traveling east, if that's where your cottage is, definitely keep that in mind. Barrie, 21 on Thursday. Friday will be 13. Coming up, it's severe weather season. All right, so probably not seeing jumbo-sized hail today, but certainly we have seen heavy downpours across southern Ontario this evening, particularly in the Niagara region, where we've seen tonight about 11 millimeters of rain. For Toronto, you've seen 12 millimeters of rain through the day, but we've also had those thunderstorms, and the risk is continuing for this evening. Into the overnight, you could be woken up by some loud claps of thunder and see some lightning too, but those nocturnal thunderstorms will be lightening up by the morning. But we have to worry about our next system coming through tomorrow afternoon. This one's going to be a big soaker, bringing rain right during the afternoon commute. So that's when it really starts to pick up. Heavy amounts of rain, easterly winds, gusting between 40 to 60 kilometers an hour. And while it does clear out for Friday, we are going to cool down heading into the long weekend. We're talking highs of about 13, 14 degrees. Not maybe what you want to be opening up the cottage. For Thursday, the severe weather risk is really shifting east. Take a look at this. This is Ancaster, where you can see the rain from earlier today. A lot of areas in southern Ontario this week have already seen heavy amounts of rain because of thunderstorms that we've already seen this week. So while you see these totals, or this forecast rather, it's 30 to 50 millimeters of rain anywhere in the dark green. We even have rainfall warnings up towards Sudbury. But because we've seen so much rain, a lot of areas marked in this map could be looking at 100 millimeters from the entire week. So potentially flooding rains. I just want to put that out there. For Thursday, we have this slow moving pattern. We've just been in this unsettled pattern the entire week. And as we head into the long weekend, it's not going to be a washout by any means. It's just the temperature story. So Saturday is only 13. Sunday, going to see some peaks of sun, so that's good. But the daytime high only 14 degrees. Coming up, we've seen our first confirmed tornado of the season.
Down. For the Weather Network, I'm Jacqueline Whittle.
And boy, oh boy, I'm sure this house would have wanted that kind of structure. Environment Canada had to send a survey team to investigate wind damage from the severe thunderstorms yesterday across mild May. That's in parts of southern Ontario. They confirmed that we have now seen our first tornado of the season, a low EF1 with wind gusts at about 150 kilometers an hour. So there was some structural damage to houses in the area and a barn, and trees and hydro poles were damaged too. So the severe weather season has begun. Last night we did see our first tornado warning of the season too. So it is all coming together. And the risk for thunderstorms today has been there. Anywhere marked in red has seen a bigger risk. The big threat today has been the really heavy amounts of rain that came really quickly this evening. We're kind of in the clear from that. It is tapering off, but through the overnight, do not rule out the risk of some nocturnal thunderstorms. So you could see some lightning strikes, hear the thunder, but it's going to be non-severe in nature. Letting up by tomorrow afternoon, we're going to see some easterly winds changing to a southwesterly direction. But then our big problem comes tomorrow afternoon during our commute home. It's going to be heavy amounts of rain. And this, I know, is going to be a mess on the roads because a lot of people often get a head start on their long weekend Thursday. Maybe they're taking Friday off, so just keep that in mind. Thursday, here's the risk for thunderstorms. Anywhere marked in yellow should be non-severe, but we have that heavy rain coming. And then eastern Ontario, if you're traveling east towards Bancroft or Ottawa, they're seeing a risk of severe thunderstorms tomorrow night. So we're looking generally between 30 to 50 millimeters. Greater Toronto region, 30 to 50 millimeters, but downtown Toronto, probably 20 millimeters of rain. Coming up, Suzanne Leonard and meteorologist Monica Vaswani will look at the long-range forecast into the long weekend.